when you were starting your company, to do with structure, and that is sole proprietorship, partnership, and registering it as a company, what are the advantages that you've seen your company being? It is a limited liability, right?
LTD.
Yes. What are those advantages compared to having it as a sole proprietor? Maybe it is not too much legal, maybe documentations and stuff. What are some of the advantages that you have seen?
Yeah. So the reason why I went LTD and the reason I would stand by it is when and if you get sued, it is not you personally paying for it. It is your company taking it. So worst case scenario, someone could come out, be looking for blood, and ultimately go after you and realize, oh, I'm suing this company. And then they realize, okay, they're suing the company. And then what you do is, there's a couple ways around this, so bear with me, is you buy the gear yourself, so it's your property, so your company has very few assets, very few margins of profitability, which means that when they come to sue you, they look at your accounts, they look at what their assets, and they're like, it's not even worth a fight. And then you carry on, and you yourself have no risk brought on yourself. And that right there was why, yes, please.
Wise.
So
my God. Yeah. That is wisdom.
Yeah.
So that means even the gear is not under the company.
This is correct. Yeah.
Wow, this is
correct.
Wise.
That
is so wise.
Well, sorry, not the critical gear. Okay. So the critical gear consists of main camera, main lens, and laptop. The secondary gear would be, your lighting rigs, your tripods, stuff that, like, if you lose it, you'll lose it. But, and then what you do is you pay yourself, or you pay your you'd pay yourself a higher pay wage so that you save over a couple months to buy it yourself. So that way, it's not under the company. It's under yourself. It means that you have the ethical freedom to use your equipment for your own personal use. But you insure it through the company because the company's loaning it from you. So if you break it and as a CEO or as a key leader, if you break it within reason, then the company's responsible for repairing it and paying those expenses. So those are kind of some of the ways.
Yeah. And I think as you're talking about it, Dave Ramsey also talked about the same thing. Him as Dave Ramsey, he has different structures.
Right.
If you're going, if you have a problem with, if this Dave Ramsey show or intrapreneurship, something, I think he has another channel.
Sure.
And then I think he has an education kind of thing going on where
the university
trains,
or something.
Yeah, invest something.
Yep.
You sue them, but you never come to the
it's exactly. It's exactly.
He said he learned the bad way, but that's the wise way to do.
Yeah.
things.
So we had one person who tried to sue us. So she so we have this really rigid contract, and ultimately she just kept asking for more.
I hope she's not the cosmetics.
Well, no comments. No comments on this. But so she tried to sue us. Well, she just got nasty about the situation. So she was like, she pretty much wanted more and more and more work at the same price. But we just, like, at that time, looking at down the line, you couldn't sustain a company based on what she was asking. She was pretty much monopolizing your whole month, paying less than what you would get in a month.
Yeah.
And consistently asking for more. You're kind of thinking to yourself, I can't have more clients. I'm tied to this one client. Keep in mind, she was sub £1,000. So
really?
She was sub £1,000. So she.
Wow.
So she's asking for the equivalent of a burn rate of 5 days a week and different posts for every platform. So it's 3 platforms, 15 pieces of content per week, times 4. And then what you've got is 120 pieces of content that you have to create for a client that's paying sub a K. And you're thinking, I can't scale my company. So anyways, we tell her, this is not going to work. And then she retaliates and she's like, well, I've already paid my month. And we're like, yeah, okay, we'll do the pro rata.
For that one.
And then she's like, well, but I want my other content. I'm like, no. We own the content.
Exactly.
Based off the
contracts. Oh, that's wise again.
And then she was like, well, this is ridiculous. And so she just kept harking it to the point that our team had to block her across everything. And then, give it about a month or 6 weeks, something like that, we get a lawyer's office sending an email. Well, I was ready for that. Let me read it to you. Oh, let me see if I can read it.
Oh my God. Eh? She went as far as that.
Yeah. So she
That's
went.
crazy.
I probably can't read a good chunk of it.
No, you don't have to. You really don't have to. But that's so interesting.
Oh, so let me just read this for a sec to make sure I can.
Oh my God.
Here we go. Right. Okay. Here we go.
You don't have to read.
I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'm going to paraphrase. No. So they come after us, and it's from the lawyer's office. Says our matter's not. We've been instructed by this client. The matter of your business with our client is not finished. And then you're in breach of contract. And then instruct, where appropriate or should prefer, request that they can contact your offices within 7 days. So she gives me a deadline to respond by.
Oh my God.
And then she tells us that we need to tell her how much we're going to pay. So, red flag. I swing back with, this is within a few days, like 3 days, because you don't want to respond emotionally. You want to respond
no.
with a level head.
Yes.
I acknowledge that we got the email. And then I say, hey, to facilitate a comprehensive review and in response to your claim, we kindly request the specific details on the following. 1, nature of breach. Could you please elucidate precisely how we are in breach of our contract? So I'm asking, give me a fact. We require detailed information on the obligations you assert we have materially failed on. So I'm like, give me proof.
Yes.
Incur damages. Please provide a thorough account of the damages incurred as a result of this alleged breach. Specifically regarding to the nature, extent, and impact of these damages are essential for our assessment. So we need to do an assessment on what we can give. So we need to understand, you know, how much damage we've caused. We're so sorry. Here's the last one. Claim amount. Kindly detail the amount. Kindly detail the amount you are claiming in damages and provide a breakdown of how this figure has been calculated.
Oh my God.
So tell me how much.
What we've done. Owe you.
Tell me, you know, what damages we've caused. Tell me what we owe you and how you've calculated that. And then pretty much the gist of the last part is, once we've received all this, we will happily proceed with taking this and reviewing this, and we'll follow through.
I'm curious to know. Did she respond?
Never heard back.
You're kidding me.
Never.
How many days are those now?
So this was June.
My God, June, July, August, September, October, almost November, 5 months.
Yeah.
She never responded. She thought maybe she's dealing with.
It was a scare tactic.
Yes.
It was a scare tactic. So I just hit back and I was like, all right, give me proof.
Yes.
Tell me the damages. Tell me how you calculated that. Let's go at it. And then worst case scenario, if we were in fault, which we aren't, but if we were in fault, the contract would have because we're an LTD, the lawsuit would have gone against the company, and the company doesn't have many assets. So on that basics, what she can get? 200 pounds max, you know? And her pushback, the reason she came after it, she wanted 400 pounds.
My.
So what?
And she's a big company though.
Moderately big, yeah. So it's kind of like, you know, bring it on.
Oh my
bring
God.
it on, you know?
This is so funny. That's why you need to write things down.
Yeah.
Your contract is your everything when you're doing things. Yeah. Because the thing is, if there's nothing, people can come invent things that you never said. Yeah. If you got any value in this video, please smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you've not done that yet. Share this video with your friends and family. As always, I appreciate you stopping by. Until next time, God bless.